Shrek, what are you doing in my swamp? Uh, I don't watch cartoons anymore. I don't see them as a satisfying genre. However, this was seen when my daughter was a child. She's 21 now. So there were a few. Finding Nemo, this one, Ice Age. I must make a note to make a note on Ice Age that I saw and must say enjoy. I'm not a fan of Michael Myers. Seth Myers, that's another story I watch. The closer look episodes. Very pleasant, very agreeable, very charming. I'm sure I don't know how he is. I don't think there could be a huge difference. Although we could refer to King of Comedy, one of the best comedies, top 10, 20, let's say, because there's a lot to pack in there. Some Like It Hot, Monty Python's Life of Brian, History of the World. Some magpies. Maybe they have some quarrels, and they get suspicious, nervous. And of course, so there's a lot there. History of the World, did I say that? Dr. Strangelove, how I learned to stop worrying and love to bomb. Okay. Termina, Shrek. Eddie Murphy, the donkey. That's a strong point. And speaking of life off the screen or on the set, I understand he could be quite naughty, to say the least, to use an euphemism. Making of Coming to America, very serious disputes between him and the director. They had made Trading Places a huge success, but Trading Places, Eddie Murphy was a new man, an upcoming actor. He wasn't an established superstar. Things changed for Coming to America, and he was well established already, a mega success. So he was claiming a special position versus the director. Anyway, we can look at Shrek from a different, more sophisticated point of view. So it's not just a kids' movie. We can look at being different, being an ogre, being an outsider, being discriminated against, or a minority. And I must say, I've had that experience, but maybe we have it every day. On the face of it, this is crème de la crème. That's what they like to think anyway. They claim. Arrivist, Chocoino, quite often unbearable, contemptible people. But better off, if not the higher class, at least the upper middle class. So. But otherwise, it's a tormenting in quite a few ways. Keeping up, going through financial crisis, not knowing how you keep up. It's easier to keep one room, and so on. But in history, communism, hunger, cold, waiting in a line for a queue for everything. And then, with the revolution, in which I took part, I'm proud, I have proofs. We're free to travel. And speaking of Shrek, of being an ogre, in Austria, in Germany, it wasn't just hostility and coldness and all. It was outright uh, malicious, malicious attitude, meanness. I will finish with this. Being an ogre. In Austria, we had planned to reach Austria-Mexico Platz. There was a place with you could buy all kinds of things, stereo, televisions, to bring back in a country which had nothing. 100 cars in all. So 21 people then, 22 now. It's difficult to know. Maybe half that left. I don't know. And we had started from Germany in the evening, driving constantly to arrive at 7 or whatever, not long before they open, I mean when they open. And maybe more important, to save fuel, diesel. But it was winter, the winter of 1990 must have been. Surely, I mean, 89, the Summer Revolution, and then nothing like a car or anything before spring. Some histories there. On the blog, subscribe, share, like. You can order some articles ahead of time. So, I mean, I don't really know what subject I'm picking next few days. Never mind, next few months. Who knows if we will be here? We will, inshallah. So anyway, the car was slowing down. I mean, I kept the acceleration. I was driving my present day business partner. If there is any business going, it looks like. There are quite a few issues there. I'm not, he has much more, he's in charge. So he wasn't driving back at that time, he didn't have a license yet. I kept my foot on the acceleration, but it had no effect. So the car was slowing down on its own until it became clear it would just stop. So we stopped before it did, for good. All the gas stations we found out highway. Nobody's standing in. As he starts, like you'd scum of the earth. That was the general approach. So nobody said anything. They would just let us die, help us die, if need be, I guess. Until one in, I'm going to exaggerate, say 2050, no, one in 35. Finally said, you need to put some additive, something extra in the diesel because it's cold. It's cold and keeping the speed constant at 60 miles an hour, 90 kilometers. It had good effect overall, less consumption, smallish, constant temperature for the engine, good in summer, but not in winter. So anyway, we paid 20 marks, so 50 shillings, Austrian shillings back then. And we put the drops in the tank and it worked. That was simple, but all we had before that kind manner, just ordinary man, I don't know, was rejection. Being an ogre has people do that to you.